is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and full of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there, and evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose. Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. You lost.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring.
officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not, unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days, on official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking? Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let only—
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
a fondness for contradictory statements. I'm sorry. I was being glib. I'm sure you're a great cop.
The words have already left your mouth.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said, come on, man, Freddy, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Has the time come already? You're one intense cop. Anyone ever tell you that? All right, then. Looks like I should go and prepare for what's to come. And thank you. This has been— it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting. Hello, sweetie.
That That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the... What happened, man? You used to be cool. Get your drink on and your act together. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. Inspect, that was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. That was something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I could if I were a bartender.
There may be some way to get a drink out of him, even for you, but this is not it.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only... She just, you know...
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got... No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. Oh, no.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have...
Yes, you are. Or what did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. You're right, you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days. No, I haven't seen you...
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, he narrows his... If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in. He is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57.
You realize he's waiting. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is what?
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Not that it also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Right. And the interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, the body...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was to meet a detective from Precinct 41 at the Whirling in Rags, who arrived here 3 days ago. I am told that that is how long you have been here. Besides, you might... Precinct 41 said they were sending the most seasoned detective. And you... However, I would also suggest that you locate your blazer with your official insignia. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I could step into the headlights of my kinema and show you, but right now I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But we all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a... But first, we have to take it down. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. Talk to the manager. Then we go out after you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. And I suppose all of us do it one time or... You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come...
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear. How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started.
The lieutenant studies you. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our... Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol. not in the tradition. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. Of course, sweetie,
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I...
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering.
A sigh. The lieutenant...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs.
She means this sincerely.
Someone more educated and sweet.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I want...
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no secrets.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. Thank you, but Martinez is perhaps another time. Of course, dear. Good.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41? Right. Now, I know it...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep...
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. She went away because none of your business. Oh my God, what is your obsession?
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment... What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know, you can take...
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become... If you run out of money, you die. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
The cafeteria manager stands. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of it. He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my...
Good luck. Can I help you?
By the way, where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great...
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller. During that time, the victim had been stripped of a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by... They didn't identify themselves in any way. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right. You mean like a brief? There's no 3 days ago. During that time, the victim had been... Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted? No. It's not. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take $1. I can assure nothing like that will happen. No, something isn't happening. Because
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a piece.
His disdain is clear.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on...
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of...
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If not a fan.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother. But it's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure the eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Think? I do most.
The lieutenant produces. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Good. Let's change the subject.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window, a fine web of scarring covers the back of your right, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments, something you've done before. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the... The bed is cold and not...
The option to go to sleep becomes available every...
The window stands broken in its... The morning light hurts your eye. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this... You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? This is bad. Feels like for quite a long still ongoing. Now, finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be you swoop up and catch the tie. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. But not... Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I can see that.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broke. Hot water sprays from the base. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath. Really, or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of... As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I... We don't see a lot of police, of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm okay. Since the street sign's messed up? Oh, that's...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Fine.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there. It's just water. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there.
Don't worry, miss. We are...
Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shut. 1. Standard work boot. 2. 3. Hop 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 40. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold mud. 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 8. And yet another standard work boot.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? Interesting. Let's name it the someone operating a workbench with a...
He regrets it the moment he says it.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south, toward the traffic.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the...
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight.
Possibly, yes. A woman or a kid? Okay.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time...
It is not
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing.
correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his...
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his...
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
It's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah!
They pay you no heed or
Shit himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The fuck are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally...
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a sh... Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third...
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's dig...
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please! No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck! No one? Kuno's doing this because...
this is where Kuno establishes...
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself. When
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he...
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch!
No, you're not. We can...
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well laid No, there's more to this. You get this hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material. It's nothing. This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but the body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is... No, because they don't exist. There isn't, but we should still access this container. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in...
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Do I have a shaker in my hand?
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No, that's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to... What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nasty... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly type.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really for...
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't. Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you... Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 13... Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of... He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can... What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. Yes?
This trash container with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles among the threadbare kitchen towels as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is...
The fuck's he on about, kids?
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got...
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
What do you see?
There he still is, looking right through you. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. You feel a great force ringing from your until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head, if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for... If she doesn't have any, there might be some in...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entire. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty.
They do after 7 days, yes.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the... These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of...
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. Piece by piece. He's been out here for we should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics. They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre. The Mazda.
Fucking talking about underpants.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. For a full set, about 4 years of wages. As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was just something I scraped together from my station.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads...
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section... The smooth, glossy surface. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his...
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying... Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think it's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. Cities like this makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes.
No, you feel like it was something else.
70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder to his corpse is marked by stars, alcohol, and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears.
A triggered sunshine.
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto...
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His mouth...
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode. From the organic...
I'm gone. Into the wild in the past. Way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A mother... Go ahead, copper. What do you mean? It's the power of you mad...
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more.
He loves those. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more? Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry. Good for you. Because you have loved it, me and Provocopo. It was love all along. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Stand.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here.
You can come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my Of course. You have questions, don't you? Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, someone else? You mean like the police? Sadly, yes. The whole arse. I know it's hard, but I assure you, climb up there and there has to be a less risky way. With less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo.
Yeah, now we're...
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take.
Silence. With and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye.
He's gonna fucking...
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts.
God damn it.
He feels bad about his eyes mostly.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate... I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down. It's bad as it is.
They only have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest.
Officer, why do we only have one gun? Extremely unfortunate. You need to contact your station about it.
We're not off to a good start. This missing...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take...
The cold piece of bakelite and
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
the buckle comes into focus in your sights.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view as you wait.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
A plume of smoke erupts from the back. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it.
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
We try something else.
Oh my god, what a
Nice shot, though. Actually, it was. Kuno just said that because he.
pigs don't have hands.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
That's preposterous.
We still need to get him down. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body. To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt...
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
I can't believe it's snowing. It felt like springtime just since the street signs, the harbor gates. Some kind of no problem.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead, and yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremas is there. Walk right, then press the button to then go past him, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect. Then,
Right, always glad to help out the RCN. We're on the same branch, you know, serious business.
he's a chatty guy.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. Yes, Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus, correct, my small skull servant. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders.
Show him the ham still got it.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war, like you dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are you will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Enough with this begging. You should bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build them. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalics. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door.
And you are obviously a liberal sailite, a polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny there are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find a receding genetic pool has led the Maun unreprehensible. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to Elm. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are power. The latter is perfected and adapting.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham. So pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have the Koiko, the countless micronationalities, the Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. 2 mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath ridden potato carts. It is lit. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary enough of type mediocrity. Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Simonese man. The mosquito is born then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? The Koiko, as you know, are this will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may, but enough. It is cruel to you understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instant. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
I don't think anything about this.
Your pedomorphic friend is... Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a free... Correct. There is nothing for... I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to...
There must be some.
Mr. Claire, also, to serve, of course you are. Above all, rampant multinational. Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your belief. Rock and roll. I am not surprised you enjoy it. The South, I know. I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from Couronne. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. And never getting that dead.
There must be some friction
Mr. Also, to serve jam. Individualism. Of course, I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side. I can see that we are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulum. No. Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help?
Bastards! We have a right to...
Before you stands a motor carriage. The body. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under a metallic drawer slides out from...
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? The pry bar feels nice and useful for opening all. The handles are long. You can do good work with it's robust. What lets you see the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gate. The white suede feels luxurious. And as you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled.
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not alternative translation.
This is the Caprice Kinema. My motor
carriage.
The Caprice...
But this is different.
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. An interstellary racing series. Yes, sorry about that. The Caprice Kinema does have a rather...
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
No, I'm afraid not. We have...
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. In the cabin, you see a frequency tableau, the soft purr of electrical...
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Sure, officer. What's the number? Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. The International Collaboration Police? They keep detailed records of all military technology. Officer, as much as I appreciate your efforts to lighten the mood, we both have important work to get back to. Did you have any other serious questions? No. And I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Anything else? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap.
Officer, I have Sylvie. Yes, hello? Oh, right.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench. Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after. There is silence on the other end.
No, please, no more suicide.
There are way more inventive ways than a gun to leave this world.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like every...
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't...
Push her further. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
The other people who live around here.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. It's just... No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have... People don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the whirling in rags. When she was still...
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua, you threw it against the wall. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird. There since I started working.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst. I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass. Kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that. Then there was your room. Your project. And I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing what? I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to... The ones I had to... Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I did. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5, this is 40.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost...
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be...
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking.
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to...
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear...
What's going on?
Super Copy.
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again.
New Heights even...
Ask him. Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to know...
Oh, fuck. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your...
He says he didn't...
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not a...
Satellite Officer McLean.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Then come again, please. Over. I'm going to need to put you on... The officer is describing his genital...
Host in heaven. Dear God, he lost his gun. This isn't really...
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself. But Disco here...
Oh,
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative.
What's he saying?
He,
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party.
Sure, her vanilla waffles with...
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you...
Who?
Satellite Officer... I'm...
Firewater?
Satellite Officer... 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his fire...
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. 10-4, I hear you.
What does he want?
He's asking for...
Is he
I don't think...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's
He isn't getting a red cent.
request denied, sir. Over. He said...
Well, I guess it...
Vigmar...
Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about it.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Ten-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
10-4.
Hold up, Jules.
Seems like...
No.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can...
What?
He wants...
What up? Tell him.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've... 10-4.
Does he actually want something?
He asked it.
For God's sake, got this...
Sir, satellite... So, was there anything else? That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost it.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarse.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that?
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest.
Mac, man the door. This shit does not leave this room.
I guess I can hold off the report for...
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor garage. An intricate web of blue light, the pattern still gone. For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance.